Welcome back to another episode of the Payday 3 map making guide. In this episode, we're going to be going over how to do two important things. One is how to dummy, and two is how to then spawn your dummies or any other object in Payday 3 via blueprint. Because you may not know this, but some objects you can't physically put them into editor. They have to be spawned in via blueprint. For instance, you're unable to spawn doors or windows via dropping them into the editor using the cooked assets. They have to be spawned in via blueprint. And the reason is because both of these and a couple other objects in the game use a component called the minigame component. And our editor just doesn't like the minigame component. Doesn't understand it, and so if you try to cook anything that has that component, it will just fail to cook. So here's how we go around doing that. So first of all, I recommend using Object Insight or any other method to find out what you want to get and spawn into the game. In this instance, I'm going to spawn in just a single door here with armored glass. So once we find it, you can double click on it and it'll open up here. We don't need to extract it, but you can if you want to. What I more care about is this information right here. We really only need to look at the first little bit here. That's because right here it says blueprint generated class, and then we get what the class of this object is. So the BP interactable unbridgeable single door. So why that's important is because you can dummy an object two ways, and I'll show you right now. So I'm going to go to this location. It is in gameplay, then it's in props, it's in door, and single door. So I can dummy it one of two ways. One, spawn in the actor, and on F model you can just right click and hit copy package name without extension, and we could just paste it in. Perfect, I've dummied it. I can spawn this in, and this wouldn't work, but there's nothing here. It's just an actor, so we can't do things like we can't lock the door or anything like that. But if we were to delete this and we were to spawn it again, this time we go BP interactable unbridgeable single door, select it, same thing, paste the name. This time around, we could do some fun stuff. Again, if you were to spawn this in, it wouldn't work. It would crash because now it actually has the minigame component. But we can do some funny stuff like, look, we have all of these variables. So now we can unlock the door or have it open a certain way by default. So if you care about the variables, you need to find out what the class is and dummy the object with the class. If you don't care about the variables, just dummy the object, so copy the name, put it on an actor, and it will work. In this instance, for the window here, this can be a dummy. I don't care if the window is locked or not. I just want to put the window there. Players can then open it if they want. But something like a door, more important. So now that we have the object, if we dummied it, and I just said we can't spawn it in by dragging and dropping it in because it has the minigame component. There it is. How do we spawn it in? So that's what these two things are for. If I go look at the window one, it's a little bit more obvious. So inside, it's very simple. It's just an event you can play, and then off of that is a spawn actor from class, and then just select the class that you want, and we set the transform to self, get actor transform, spawn it in. And then if you want, you can also do this where you get the reference here, promote to a variable, name it what you want. And the reason you would do that is because in here, in blueprints, you can then do get, and then you can get the window ref. Then we can do things here. So I don't know if there's a locked, no. But if this was a door, we can then tell it, hey, lock the door. Oh, here it is. Perfect. We can get some variables. So that is how you both dummy. So you just copy the name, copy the class of the original object from fmodel, put it into your project, and then that's how you spawn it in via blueprint, which is spawn actor of class. There you go.